So hello, everyone, and welcome to Opening the Bean vodcast series. This is our second episode. I am Maria Jose Zapata from the University of Gothenburg, and today we are meeting Herve Corvellec from Lund University in Sweden.
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here. Herve is part of the organizing committee of the Opening the Bean 2, a main organizer of the first Opening the Bean conference already in 2016. So Herve, tell us about that crazy initiative to organize the first waste conference in humanities and social sciences.
Well, I don't know if it was that crazy, because when I see the richness of the program for the coming, since I have a preview on it, I think it was a very well-funded initiative, because there is a real richness about social sciences and research on waste and research in waste in the humanities. And I think I just suggested that we should have the first Opening the Bean conference because there was no such a place. And as a social scientist researching on waste, I thought, well, we need a place to speak with other social scientists, because waste is so interdisciplinary, waste is so rich, there is so much things to say about it that you cannot catch it with one discipline only. And that was it. And 2 or 3 years later, I see, well, that was a relevant initiative, and I'm very happy with it.
And we are also very happy that you got that initiative, and we are even more pleased to host the second Opening the Bean at the University of Gothenburg. This time it's going to be a digital one, and the papers look really exciting. But now back to the past, how did you get into waste studies?
I've been researching infrastructure during my whole career, starting with public libraries, and then I went over to railway planning and wind power siting and public transportation. And I thought that one of the most interesting infrastructure was just the management of waste. It's one of those critical infrastructure that are absolutely necessary for the possibility for people to live together, for the quality of life, for sustainability as well. So I thought that it would be interesting to look at waste from a management perspective, because I'm coming from this, I have a management background, I'm coming from this side of the social sciences, and it was not that common at this time. And I guess I was curious. The question is maybe not why I got into waste, the question why I have not been leaving waste, when I've done moving on to something else. And I tell you, because this waste is addictive. Once you started with it, you don't leave it. There are so much things, it's so much telling about society, so much telling about people, it's so important. There are so many dimensions, local ones and global ones and material ones and symbolic ones and political and economic, that is, it's impossible to leave it in my view. And so I'm still in it, I'm happy with it.
Thank you, Ray. I think it's many of us that are sharing that addiction, and it is a very exciting journey. And now back to the present. What is your current waste research about, and is anything you will share in your introductory keynote?
Partly, yes. I've recently published a paper together with Annette Svingstedt and Emma Samser, where we are discussing the normality of waste. This idea that we have been sort of led into the idea of considering waste as something normal. And it's very normal from, for example, for organization to waste, as long as it is profitable, as long as they just have a way of organizing the production of waste. And here, I'd like to really stress this idea that the production of waste is organized. It's something deliberate. Waste does not happen by random. It's not only a failure in doing things. And it is all the more so if you consider not only waste produced at the stage of production, but waste at the post-consumption stage, and you sort of connect the two. There are so many things which are being sort of produced to become waste. And this is exactly where so many people make money. There is so much money to make by producing stuff that are going to become waste rapidly, that it's one of the key motives of capitalist economy. And having said this, maybe you get an idea of what I'm going to take up during my keynote.
That is sounds very relevant, and we're really looking forward to that. Then finally, what message would you like to give to our other waste researchers before you meet them in Opening the Bin too?
Well, I'm really curious to hear what they have to say about waste, because something that I've learned during those 15 years or so I've been researching about waste, and that I just keep being surprised. And I'm just looking forward being even more surprised this time.
Thank you very much, Herve. Our time is up, and thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode of Opening the Bin podcast series.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.